When was the last time you watched a movie from start to finish without your hand reaching for that phone, without your eyes drifting to a notification light? You watched it, but were you really there? When was the last time the taste of a meal created a festival on your palate? Not just to get full, but really tasting it. You probably don't remember, because your memory wasn't erased. Your feelings were erased. Think back to your childhood. Remember the immense happiness a simple soda cap, a stone found on the street, or a single cartoon on TV gave you. The world was so colorful, so alive. But now, we live in the age of greatest abundance in history. We have unlimited film archives in our pockets. Couriers bring the world's cuisine to our door. Millions of songs on Spotify. We have everything. But strangely, nothing has any taste. It's as if someone played with the color settings of the world. Everything is gray. Everything is matte. The food tastes like cardboard. Music is just noise. Movies are just passing images that don't touch your soul. You wake up in the morning, but you don't live. You just fulfill functions. Drinking coffee is a task. Going to work is a task. Even having fun is just an item on a to-do list. In medicine, this is called Anhedonia, the loss of the soul's ability to feel pleasure, the silent and sneaky brother of depression. You're not in pain, but you cannot be happy either. You're just floating in a giant void. Let me tell you a secret. You are not unhappy. You are just tired. Your brain is tired. We have a magic chemical called dopamine. They call it the happiness hormone, but that is a big lie. Dopamine is not happiness. Dopamine is the desire to get something. It is the motivation that gets you off that couch. In the past, earning this dopamine was hard. You had to walk kilometers to find fruit. You had to run for hours to hunt. The reward was rare, and it was valuable. But now, we live in an age where dopamine is cheap and free. Think of that little screen in your pocket. Every time you scroll up, your brain eats a tiny dopamine needle. Every notification sound, a new dose. Every like, every sugary coffee, every instant purchase. You are drowning your brain in a pool of dopamine. And just like the economy, if you print too much money, the value of money drops. This is dopamine inflation. Your brain says, there's too much reward here. I don't need this many receptors. And it starts locking the doors of pleasure one by one. That numbness you feel, that is exactly this. Because your brain is used to such high doses that life's natural rhythm feels incredibly slow and boring to you. So, is the problem just chemicals? Or have we forgotten the definition of pleasure? The ancient Greek philosopher Epicurus explained happiness with a simple formula. He said there are two types of pleasure. First, kinetic pleasures, the excitement you feel when consuming something, buying a new iPhone, the first bite of a luxury meal. These are good, but dangerous, because the moment they end, they leave a bigger void behind, and you want more to fill that void. Second, static pleasures, the absence of pain, fear, and anxiety. Peace, not being hungry, not being cold, being free from the demons gnawing at your soul. Epicurus says true happiness is in the second one, in stillness. But look at our modern world. We have turned into addicts chasing kinetic pleasures, hating our own lives by looking at others' vacations on Instagram, investing half our salary into clothes no one cares about, a bigger house, a faster car, a more expensive watch. We are running on a treadmill. We sweat, we get tired, but we never get anywhere. And while chasing these wrong pleasures, we encounter the real enemy: time, or rather, lack of time. Philosopher Byung-Chul Han calls our age the burnout society, and he makes a very painful observation. In the past, in the industrial society, people were exploited by others. There was a boss or a master at the top. But now there is no one at the top, because we are now our own bosses and our own slaves. We have an inner voice that constantly says, "You must be better. You must be more productive. You must improve yourself." We are forced to perform, waking up at 5 a.m. to do sports, checking emails even on weekends. Even resting creates a feeling of guilt. The fear of, if I stop, I will fall behind. This performance culture kills our ability to enjoy life, because real pleasure requires slowness. Looking at a view for a long time, getting lost in the pages of a book, or just staring at a blank wall and dreaming. All of these require inaction. We have forgotten how to stop. We only know how to do. That is why even when we go on vacation, we cannot rest. Instead of tasting the moment, we are busy photographing it to prove to others how much fun we are having. We are not living. We are just performing living. So why can't we stop? Why does that moment of inaction feel like death to us? Because silence allows the voices you suppress inside to come to the surface. Be honest with yourself. When you are a little bored, when a slight sadness sets in, or when you are just empty, what is your first reflex? Your hand goes straight to your pocket, doesn't it? You pull out that black mirror, that phone. We have declared boredom a disease in this age, and pain an enemy. We have no tolerance for sadness. We have no tolerance for feeling lonely. That is why we are constantly looking for a distraction. Constant noise, constant flow, just so we don't hear that void inside us. In psychology, this is called emotional numbing. When your brain is exposed to excessive stimulation, it protects itself and lowers the emotional switch. But there is a very dangerous truth you forget. You cannot selectively numb emotions. If you numb yourself not to feel pain, you cannot feel joy either. If you run from sadness, you lose ecstasy too. The reason you don't enjoy anything today is not because you are unhappy. It is because you constantly give your soul digital morphine because you are afraid of suffering. You have become numb. You have turned into a flat line, neither very sad nor very happy, just existing. Pain is the salt and pepper of life. If you take it out, only a tasteless, bland dough remains. Maybe to feel, you must first start with that pain you are running from. So, how do we wake up from this numbness? How do we escape this gray world? Should we throw the phones in the trash? Should we run to a cave? No. The solution is not in running away. The solution is in resetting. To fix those broken settings of your brain, you must give it the only thing it needs: silence and boredom. Yes, you heard right. You must be bored. You must be able to stand for minutes just watching the ceiling, listening to the sound of rain without that phone sticking to your hand. Because as Blaise Pascal said, all of humanity's problems stem from man's inability to sit quietly in a room alone. You must turn off those cheap dopamine faucets for a while. They call this dopamine detox. Getting away from sugar, social media, and that endless scroll for a while, and leaving your brain fallow. It will be hard at first. Your soul will burn. Your hand will tremble and reach for that phone, but if you resist, a miracle will happen. Those closed receptors will slowly start to open, and one morning when you wake up, for the first time in a long time, you will truly smell your coffee. You will feel the pure pleasure given to you by a bird sound, a wind, a friend's smile. The world will regain its colors. Remember, life is not content to be consumed. It is an experience to be lived. Close that screen, lift your head, and just feel.